And we're live. Hi, and welcome to Homo Ludens, the show on history and board games. I'm Fred Serval, your host, and today is the 18th of June. And for this specific date, I decided to organize a special event on the channel to commemorate the Battle of Waterloo. We are doing a double stream today. The first one was earlier in the day. It was a French-speaking stream, but I still recommend that you go and watch it. And we were playing La Guerre d'Avance with Frédéric B from the series Jour de Gloire, which is a really cool Napoleonic series. This evening, we will be playing in English, as you can hear right now, and we will be playing Waterloo Campaign 1815 with and by Mark Herman. And I would like to thank Street UI for having sent me a copy of the game. I really appreciate their support in making sure that we could make this video. So that was really awesome. Roger, if you're watching us, thanks a lot for that. But I couldn't play alone, and I decided to find a young, fiery British man to join me and be my opponent of the evening. And here he is. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Hello, I'm here.
You were here, but at some point I was like, is he going to be here?
This is the thing. People say that Napoleon gains 24 hours on Wellington, and some say you gain 24 minutes on me. So
yeah,
maybe that's 20.
It. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I can see that there is quite a few people already in the chat, so that's really nice. Alan, very nice to have you with us this time. You usually miss the streams and you watch them afterwards. It's really cool to have you here.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yes, Blocoditi, yes. That's a really good point.
Oh,
one of the key feature of this live stream is, as I promised, and if you've seen the French one, I am doing the whole stream with my bicorn.
Well, actually,
yes,
I've got actually a little surprise. Some say maybe the most famous of all of Wellington's hats. I'm not sure if people will be aware of this. Is the cone hat from the the famous Duke of Wellington cavalry statue in Glasgow.
Oh yeah, very fair enough.
So this is my attire, and I'm sure we'll definitely win.
Yeah, I think that should give you that should help you. That looks like a
modifier. +1 modifier.
Different on all fights. And yes, it's Father's Day today, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out here. And what or other? Oh yeah, Michael, you were here earlier. Yeah, it's a international channel. We go from one language to another really easily. Hey Ricardo, thanks for having you. And there's quite a few people. Jan is here. Like there is almost half the Discord server in the chat right now. So that's really cool. Anyway, we are not alone. Tonight, we decided to also have with us Mark Herman, the legend, to be here. And hi, everyone.
And this is
there is two of you right now.
This is my son, Grant. He just brought me coffee. I said, hang around and say hi to everybody.
Hi, guys.
Yes, hi, Grant.
Hello.
Nice to have you here. And we could have organized a 4-player game then, I guess, but unfortunately it would be only a 2-player. But thanks, Mark, for taking the time for the showing us your game on Waterloo.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe before we start, I wanted just to ask you a few questions. One note before I ask questions. We might make rules mistakes during the stream. It usually happens. It's a stream. There is a lot of things happening left and right. And if we do, just activate the Klingon subtitles. And after the stream, I will add any comments that need to be added just for corrections. So keep that in mind. But first of all, Mark, I wanted to ask you, can you tell us a bit about the system itself? What's the scale, what it's representing? And it's a bit unusual in its approach to, I would say, to the way it depicts time. And I wanted, maybe have you just present the system overall.
Yeah. So this game's so Waterloo is the follow-on to a game I did called Gettysburg, and I have to tell you, as a game designer, my first historical war game was Gettysburg, which was the old Avalon Hill one from 19. There's multiple versions. I think I had a 1960 version, but it was a 59. It was a 60, a 61, whatever. I had one of the versions, and having done a lot of games, this is a topic. I think there was at the time when I did Gettysburg. There's about 75 Gettysburg games listed on Board Game Geek.
Mm.
I couldn't see a good reason to do a Gettysburg game, given that my old deceased friend Richard Berg had done 3 days. He'd done the battle, I think, 3 times, and it was everybody's done it, so I wasn't going to do it. But then Roger called me up and he asked if I would do an introductory level game, and that finally gave me sort of the in to finally do a Gettysburg game. And then I also at the same time decided I was going to probably do Waterloo, because they're both 19th century battles. And the thing that I was looking for is, having played, I've played every single Waterloo game. I've played every single Gettysburg game. I'm sure I missed 1 or 2, but not many. And there were 2 things about the other games that I did not, I felt was missing. The first thing was, they felt like 20th century games set in the 19th century. I mean, I'm not talking about the gunfire and the cannons and all that, but ultimately it's very much a system that has sort of way each side's taking their full moves and then shooting and all that kind of stuff typically. And I don't think that's how the 19th century actually worked. The 19th century combat is really one, very disorganized in most cases. That's why they stay close to each other, and it has VLC flags and couriers. So it's very hard to coordinate a large army on a battlefield, like even at Waterloo. And so I wanted to get that across. And also the fact is that if you look at Hougoumont, I don't know if I said that correctly, but that's the best I could do.
It's pretty good.
Okay, but and I've been there, although they don't let you in. It's actually a private farm still. But the French assaulted it multiple times. So you get a sense of, in the 19th century, of sort of a action, very immediate reaction. People just beating each other to a spot by 10 minutes makes a big difference. Multiple assaults on the same top location if it's if the first one doesn't succeed. And I wanted to get that into the game, and so this game is very much an interactive movement game. I make a move, you make a move. And unlike a lot of other games, you can move the same unit over and over and over again. The only thing that stops you from going where you want to go is getting beyond command control, or you run into somebody, which is typically why you move. And then the other thing, and this is probably the more salient point, is when you play Waterloo games, I think there's been sort of a homage to the emperor. This was not Napoleon's best day, June 18th. He was an older man. He was not. I mean, he was a little bit more lethargic. He gave a lot of control over to Ney and Grouchy in their own ways, and he was attacking at 1 to 2 odds. And no game that I've played really makes me feel like I'm on a desperate attack with an army that shouldn't win. And that's really one of the things I wanted to capture in Waterloo, is that you're attacking at 1 to 2 odds, and you better play really well as Napoleon, and you'll see by the victory conditions. There's you can lose, obviously, and that's the loss, and Napoleon's going to abdicate. You could win, but if you only win by a certain amount, it just means that the ultimate outcome will be the same. It just might take a little longer. But if you really waste the Anglo-Allied army in this campaign, maybe things were kind of getting a little rough down in Vienna. In negotiations, maybe the coalition falls apart. Maybe they make a deal. So I wanted to capture that also. That this is a desperate attack by Napoleon, his last big throw, and I want you to feel that in this game. And again, one of the criticisms of the game is that they always feel that the British are too good. And I would like to argue that I'm sure I think that's been another misstep in history. Again, who writes the histories, right? So that's my spiel on Waterloo.
Well, that's great. Thanks for that. There is a couple of questions in the chat. Someone noted, so Jan is noting that you and Kevin Zucker made a habit of victory together, and he's wondering if this Waterloo game is Kevin Zucker approved, as is the absolute boss of Napoleonic war games.
It has nothing to. I mean, Kevin's I happen to be a big fan of Kevin's system, and obviously I helped him do Habit of Victory, which is a really interesting campaign, and we introduced cards into it. I think he's used cards ever since I sort of showed him how to use them in his system. No, this thing has has no roots to that system, and I have no idea if Kevin approves or disapproves of it. Doesn't really matter.
Are you still in contact?
So the answer is, I mean, not really, but not because we're mad at each other. It's just, our lives have gone in different directions. But if he called me up, I'd certainly talk to him. And if I see him in conventions, we hang out. So, but I haven't seen him in a long time.
Okay, because I'm going to throw it out there. I reached out to him, I think a couple of months ago, because I wanted to do a series on the library of Napoleonic battles.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was to do the series with Caldwell, the designer of Foot, and we were going to go and play multiple scenarios and explore the system and talk about it. and I think he was not really enthused by the idea, and I'm not really sure why. And I tried to convince him, and I was like, if you can, if you still have contact with him and try to convince him that I'm not completely insane and it could be nice, I would appreciate it.
You said two things. One, I could try to call and convince him, but the part of that you being insane, I'm not going to step up for you there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I cannot, I can't say anything about that. And the other question I would like to ask you before we start playing is about the future of the series. So there was Gettysburg, then Waterloo, or the other way around. I don't remember.
No, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg first, Waterloo, and then the idea was to expand it with Rebel Fury. And how is this going? What is the idea behind this? What's the plan with the future of it?
So it happens to be that today, I don't know if you knew this, but you've heard of Redmond Simonson, I think, somewhere along your way.
Yep.
Well, today's his birthday. If I recall, his birthday was June 8th, because of the war, otherwise they'll remember it. So he's passed. So Simonson had come up with a concept, which I basically have been copying. So if you remember, there used to be these blue and gray quad games, right? So the Gettysburg game and the Waterloo game were meant to kind of take us back more to that kind of, low complexity, good strategy, rapid play kind of game, but not sacrificing what I think is a good simulation of the topic at the same time. So there was a lot going on in this design. And the idea was you put Gettysburg in C3I so people can see the system and that they like it, they don't like it, and then do do multiple volumes in boxes where it's a similar system, but it's you get more battles, but so you get kind of get one up front and the rest of them you get in boxes. And so the same thing with Waterloo. So Rebel Fury is actually almost through art now. So I think Rebel Fury has a pretty good shot of being in people's hands by Christmas. I have no control over the production in China thing. Yeah, but the art, maps, and counters are all done. I think they've been posted online as a Vassal set. The rules are just getting another, last tweak. Scenarios have been, play tested, so it's coming now.
Okay.
Waterloo. So you say the future of the system. My plan is to do the same thing for the Napoleonic battles with the system.
Yeah.
But remember, it's campaign level. So the first one I actually have always wanted to do is I'm gonna try to do Spain.
Oh yeah.
So that's I've been slowly amassing. When I do a game, it's really an excuse to buy lots of really cool books with maps in them. So I've amassed the research material, and so although I will say that the thing that I've done most recently, I was swimming on Saturday, finally figured out how to design a game which is going to be called The Peace of Nicias, and which is going to be a Peloponnesian war game, actually. And I'm heading to Greece on Tuesday, so it's all tied together into that. And I've already written down the rules to this thing, so it'll go. While I'm sitting on the boat, I'm sure I'll have some free time to mess around with some components and design a game on a ship. I never did that before.
Sounds good. Let us know if you do. I would be curious to see what comes out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Just maybe one thing about Rebel Fury. Let us know once you have a Vassal module with some final art or anything.
Oh, no, we have it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the reason I'm asking is that on the side of the channel, we have a podcast, and in the podcast, we started a series. So the series is an original idea from Stuart Ellis Gorman and Pierre Vanier Jones. And they started this series that is hosted on the Homo Ludens podcast called We Intend to Move on Your Works, about the the American Civil War, and they were playing chronologically different games on the American Civil War and look at them critically as a whole. And they really wanted to include a game from Rebel Fury. And I think I have a comment from Stuart here. Yeah, he's here. So yeah, he wanted to do a Chickamauga stream in September. So I guess that's
we're good.
That we're on. Okay, good. Stuart, get ready. It is happening. So that's great. But I guess we can probably jump into the game right now. So I'm going to bring it on stream, and here it is. So if you're wondering, we're playing tonight using Vassal, the Vassal module for this game. And once again, thanks to all the people working on Vassal's development and development of modules for us to be able to play those games together online. So that's really, really awesome. And to Alan's question, did I get that hat from the shop in Les Invalides? Actually, I don't live in Paris. I live in London, so going to Les Invalides would be a bit long. But I got this from a web shop that does some theater kind of, I think, garment and stuff like this. And I got the cockade here on Etsy. So that's, if you want to know, that's the full look. I'm doing live shopping right now.
You had to construct this hat.
Yeah, I actually had to build it. It doesn't come like this. Like it actually requires effort, planning, and I want to thank my backers on Ko-fi because they are the one who paid for this. So that's good for them. And if you want to support the show, you can donate on Ko-fi, and you'll see the money will be well spent. Great. So here is the situation. So maybe I might zoom in a bit. I will be playing the French, obviously. Joe will be playing the British. And we start here we are on the 16th of June, right?
This is the right before. I mean, this is the morning of Quatre Bras and Ligny.
Yeah. So we've got Ligny. Oh, wait a minute.
Ligny, is that how you say it?
Okay. Yeah. We've got Ligny just here. Quatre Bras should be
straight up where the white counter is in the crossroads, right? Where that white little right counter is on the crossroads, right?
Yeah, just here.
That's
and Waterloo should be up north.
Yep. Waterloo says Mont Saint Jean.
Yeah, and it's just here, and then outside of the map up north, you would have the beginning of Brussels. So that's.
By the way, I used to work for NATO. It's not very far from there.
Oh yeah, it's because Brussels is really just a few kilometers up, so a few more hexes, and we had the beginning of Brussels. And then if you go, I guess, south west from that map, you would have the French border next to Caen and all that. So this is the beginning of that. Well, not the beginning, but the
So the game has, by the way, a June 15th scenario. You would ask me about it. That one just has a lot of more rate, how many moves the French get and Prussians get, and it's the battle for Charleroi is the 15th, and how the French get across. But this is sort of you're short of getting sort of what I call the right beginning of the campaign if you start with this the main scenario, the June 16th scenario.
Good. Well, I guess we can probably start and just jump into it. So as I told you, unfortunately, I didn't have as much time as I expected.
So the most important thing, there's two things that are important that's going to happen right now, is we're starting a turn, and so the HQs, are where they are, but you can move them at this point if you wanted to, and we're going to place detachments, and that is absolutely very critical for the French in particular, how they place their detachments. So I don't know. Why don't you read out the sequence of play, Fred? Just go through it so we can follow it.
Yeah, sure. Let me bring it up. So we start with the command phase, HQ placements, but are they already on the...
Well, they start there, but you could, if you wanted to, you could move them. If you could take them off and put them back on somewhere else. There's rules for that, where they can go. But let's just, for our argument's sake, let's leave them where they are. They're in fine places, just so you know.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Grouchy here, which is the first one. And then
Frosnet, right there on the road. You have him underneath that. He's underneath the first corps there. You get second corps. Go up the road. See that the old guard cavalry? Right under there. There he goes. There he
goes. Ney is here.
Napoleon's in
Charleroi. Napoleon is in Charleroi.
And then
Okay.
Blucher, I guess Blucher is it. No, yes, there. Blucher's
Yeah.
there, and I think Weldon's by himself, so he shows up anyway. Yeah. So that's
And
where
what
the HQs are.
Good.
Have you created a room, Fred, as opposed to just being in the main room?
I might just be in the main room.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
And are you there, Joe?
I'm in the main room, yep. So just
Okay.
create one and I'll join.
Good. So this is the situation right now. Okay, and then you say detachments.
So each HQ, starting with the French, can place one detachment for HQ. So it so happens you have 3 French detachments you're going to want to place to sort of shape the battlefield. I can tell you where to put them if you want, but I don't know if that's fair to, you tell me how you want to play that. So
As long as you help us both equally, I think that's.
I will help both equally. Sure, in fact, I want the British to win. So there you go.
And so Napoleon can deploy either the Grand Battery Detachment or the Guard, I guess.
Yeah, you can, but he's not going to. You got Perret. What's his name? I can't see this thing. I don't have the pieces in front of me, but there's 3 detachments that are available.
So you have first detachment Jacquinot, second
Yes,
detachment.
he's going to be one of the ones. Put him on the board just put him out. Put him out where we can see him.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
Then you've got Grand Detachement Haute Garde.
No, leave that.
Okay. Then you've got Grande Cavalerie Lefebvre.
Yes, take him.
Okay. Then I've got Reserve Cavalry Detachment Pajol.
Yep, Pajol. Yep, that's it.
Okay,
so
good.
Those are the guys we need. So the rules are pretty straightforward. You'll note that each of the detachments has an actual designation on it.
Yep, I'm going to zoom in so it can be
Zoom in so we can see them.
Yeah.
Let me see if yeah, okay. And what does that say? What does it say on the second
detached? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so put that, just so we can keep track of it, put that on top of the second corps, which is on the road to Quatre Bras.
Okay, so put that on the...
Yeah, just put him like near it. He's not going to go there, but I just want to like associate them. See, he's under, it's where Ney is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just put him there.
Should I put him here or?
No, that would be an illegal play. So no, you can't put him there.
You cannot put it in a zone of control, but you can put it in
a zone of influence of either side. But we'll get back to that. What's the Fever one? What's his detachment?
The other one?
Yeah. What's it say on him?
Lefebvre. It says Grande Cavalerie.
Yeah. So put him by the Guard Cavalry, which is right ahead of Ney there.
So right ahead of Ney.
Yeah, go up. Yep. See, there's the Guard Cavalry right there. Good. And then the last one, I think it says Reserve Cavalry, right? Just look.
Yeah, and the last one is Reserve Cavalry.
So put him near Grouchy. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
So the rules of placement are very straightforward. You can be placed within 4 hexes, not forget about roads or anything, of your parent unit, or you can place them within the range of any HQ. But the advantage of the HQ placement is if you trace along roads and don't go near the enemy, you can go as many as double the range. So in other words, Ney has got a range of 4, right? So you could be 8 hexes up the road. So go count from Ney, go up, so 1, and then go west and then north. See where you end up. Counting to 8.
Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, wrong direction. Go count the old guard as your first space.
At this one as my first space. Okay.
1. Now go west.
1.
No, you're not going west. You're going. north.
No, sorry. If I'm along the road, so do you want me to go through
here? I want you to go. Yeah. 1, 2, keep going.
3, 4, 5, 6,
7. Boom. Put him there.
Up.
Put the guard one there.
Yes.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Guard Cavalry Lefebvre.
Okay. So you'll note that this placement is legal because 1, it's not in a British or Prussian zone of influence or zone of control, or in a French zone of control, a zone of influence. That's not a mistake. So you can't use them as like a screening. They're meant to screen flanks. You're not supposed to use them like as aggressively in front of your troops.
And just for people to understand, so the zone of control are going to be the 6 hexes around the unit, and the zone of influence is 2 hexes away.
Around.
So that's the
right. But a detachment only has a zone of control. It doesn't have a zone of influence. Only the big pieces have a zone of influence. But the main point is we've got cavalry on the road between Quatre Bras and Nivelles. Okay.
And then we've got the second detachment.
Right. Now that one is count 4 hexes in a northeast direction from the second corps.
From the second corps.
Right, which is right next to it. Yeah. So, but straight northeast. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stop there. Put that guy there.
But this is going to be the zone of influence of that unit.
No, he's a detachment. He only has a zone of control, no zone of influence.
But this one has a zone of influence.
No, it doesn't. It's a small piece. It's a detachment.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought it was smaller than that. Okay.
No, I played the game a few times. Trust me on this. Now the last one is go down to the reserve cavalry guy.
Yeah.
Now count up the road towards go from Grouchy, go on top of what is that? The third corps there.
Yeah, Vendôme. Yeah.
So go to Vendôme 1.
Yeah.
Now go west 1. 2. Now go 2 in the northwest direction. 3, 4. Now go up the road to the northeast 4 more hexes. 1. No, wrong. That's not northeast. That's northwest.
This one. 1. Yeah. 1.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Perfect. So now what we've done is the detachments we have basically it's an army, right? So we've got this big cavalry screen pushed out ahead of the army, getting intelligence and, just kind of bollocksing up the works for the Allies. So we're done there. Okay. So now,
just maybe a question. So technically, this one, the cavalry guard could actually have went up to here if he.
Yes, but no, you couldn't because you only had 8 movements along the road. You counted 8 to there.
Actually, we're at 7. So if one.
No. That was no.
You take it from here. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. 1. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
so you
okay,
could have
that makes
gone
sense.
further than that. Okay.
Good.
Okay. So now we're going to talk to Joe here.
Yes.
It looks like it looks like you go to Hogwarts, Joe. By the way, I just meant to ask.
No, not really. Glasgow's kind of similar. I did go to Glasgow, but there's a famous statue of Wellington who has a cone hat in Glasgow.
So now Joe can place 2 detachments, 1 Prussian, 1 British.
I'm just checking it, Fred. If you definitely made a room.
No, I haven't. But I'm gonna create now.
Oh yeah. You gotta make a vassal room. Call it whatever. Homo Ludons, and then he can go in there.
Perfect. Cheers.
Yeah, you can join me there now.
Perfect. I am in.
Do you see the board the way it is, or do you have to synchronize it with him?
Mine's different. I'm looking in the northwest.
Yeah, but are you synchronized with me or the detachments at the right place?
Everything's in the right place. Yes.
Okay, so it did sync. Good.
It's synchronized. Yep.
Sometimes it doesn't sync right away.
That's fine.
All right. So now there's a rule that I'm just going to tell you is that if the British have 3 detachments or in play or more, then Hill's second corps loses a star of quality. So usually the British don't want to put a 3rd detachment out there. However, if you go down towards Charleroi, to the west of Charleroi, so again, see this guy here? That's Collaret. Go west. We got to get your directions right, Fred. West.
It's next to Charleroi, and where next?
Go west. Go straight due west of Charleroi. You see that? So Joe, in a minute, can recall that detachment. So first, so he can place 1, and then he can recall it. And then only have 2 in play, which is fine.
And that'll immediately, as you switch back to below 3 detachments, the British
back.
It switches back.
Exactly. So it's instantaneous. So we're not going to bother swapping the counters out. Correct. So the question is, do you want to impose a cavalry unit somewhere? I don't usually find a good place for the British to play something, so we'll just recall Collaret, and then we can bring the KGL and somebody else in the next turn. But if you have a different view, I'm up to it. We'll talk about the Prussians in a second.
I'm in your hands. I trust you.
Okay, so we're not going to put a detachment out at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as the Prussians place a detachment, we're going to recall Cholera and put him back in the tray kind of thing, which means he could be redeployed next turn. So we've got a cavalry unit screening the western part of this, advance sent there by the Duke of Orange. So let's look at the Prussians now in the Ligny. So what the French are going to try to do is they're going to probably swing the Third Corps around the left flank of the Prussian First Corps. So if we can get a detachment into what is that? It's just west of the First Corps. What is that unit? That town right there? No, a little further up in one. That one. What's that?
Épigny.
What is it?
Épigny.
Okay, so it's within 4 of the. There's a First Corps detachment available if we look for the Prussians, and if you put it there, you screw up the French trying to swing around too easily in the opening. You got Lutzow down to stop them from coming around the right flank. You want to try to, hamper them over there on the left flank.
Okay.
So, but I don't have control of the pieces. So do you have?
Yeah.
I can
do
it.
I can bring it up if you want. If you don't find it.
Yeah. So there should be one of them that's a.
Yeah, you find it, Fred. I think you
Corps detachment.
Yeah.
The Russians. There he is. Who is that?
Oh, here he is. But he was already there, actually.
He wasn't anywhere, was he?
Yeah, he was there already. For the first
detachment. That's Lutzow. He's
okay.
The First Corps was all over the place. So
which one are we looking for? Perch?
Is there any other First Corps detachment?
Yeah, there is Perch and Steinmetz.
Yeah, so take whatever the other one is and put him in that location for the First Corps.
Okay.
And again, that's legal because it's within 4 of the First Corps. It's not in a French or Prussian ZOI or ZOC.
Mm-hmm.
So a legitimate play.
And it can have 2 detachments on the board?
Again, he can have all the detachments. Again, any detachment you can have all your detachments on the board. The British just have a small penalty if those units are being pulled away from the Second Corps. Eventually, gets weaker.
Okay.
Okay, now, and then take the Cholera and recall him. Put him back in the tray. It's the recall part of the detachments. Then we're ready to start moving. No, the British one to the west there. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Just put him back in the, whatever the tray is.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've now finished the opening of the game. Now, if you were in, now keep going, Fritz. So now we've done detachments. What comes next?
So we've done the detachment placement step, and the next is detachment recall. We just did that, and now it's organization phase.
Keep going.
Advanced formation. So starting with the French. Yeah. Each infantry corps that is not in an enemy ZOC is set to advanced formation. Okay.
Everybody's fine. They're all on the foresight. Later in the game that'll matter, but right now everybody's normal.
And then we have battle formation, starting with the French. Each infantry corps in an enemy ZOC is set to battle formation. And I think we're good because maybe here.
No, that's cavalry. They don't have.
Yeah, so that they're fine. Yeah,
they're fine. Keep going.
Okay. And then with roll, each player in alternative fashion, starting with the French, may choose a friendly corps in an enemy ZOC and have it conduct retreat following all the rules of that combat result.
Right. So at this point, you don't have anybody. You don't want to retreat anybody, but Joe might want to pull the First Corps back in a retreat towards Ligny. Which you can do right now.
And what are the rules for retreat in that case?
Three hexes. And we can't go into zone of control.
So which ones are you referring to, Matt?
So this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
This one.
Or you can leave them there and let him try to hold them off while you bring up reinforcements. It's just one of those
Yeah.
first judgment calls because the battle of see those four where we put that French attack, those 4 villages or whatever they are there.
Yep.
That's the battle, even though one of them is Ligny, but that's where the battle took place.
Yep.
So, you might want to leave the first corps to fight it out and retreat later and try to bring the second and third corps up to start to build a line there.
I'm a big retreater. I'm a big coward. So
why don't you quickly look at the retreat rules? So the reason I'm only asking is I've been playing Level Fury and it's slightly different. So I just want to make sure I get the right rules from this game. It's big.
So retreats, I can read it for you.
Father's Day, I left the rules in my apartment, so they're not here.
A unit retreats by moving 3 hexes away from the victorious enemy unit. A retreating unit can never enter a hex containing any corps, friendly or enemy. Friendly detachments are allowed, nor a hex in an enemy zoc, including detachment zocs.
Yeah.
So you cannot go in Saint-Amand. So that's the thing. But you can go across. If a unit cannot retreat under this restriction, it becomes blown instead and is removed from the map.
Right, but he can avoid that. So
yeah, I can avoid it. Yeah.
So you can go
back this way.
Through, you can go back that way. Like sure. So go back 3 exits that way. There you go. Okay, and there's nobody else in the zone of control, so there's nobody else can do it.
Yeah,
we're done. So now we should get to the movement phase, right, Fred?
Yep. Let me go back. So that was and we're now in the movement phase. So we're at starting with the French.
No, French boys go first. Yeah. So you get the movement phase, Fred. So what are you gonna do?
Well. I think part of me wants to potentially take care of the Prussians before the British become a problem. So I think I'm going to go east and try to go in contact. My movement allowance is that number here on the right?
You never move through even a friendly unit. You can't stack, so you might want to move that cavalry first.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to move the cavalry towards Ligny.
Good.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just thinking.
Now, so cavalry is only intimidated by cavalry, and I believe that the
that's cavalry. Yeah, that's why I'm.
If you entered Ligny, I think where you entered, you have to stop your movement. You can't go forward. No,
because I entered this UI. Yeah.
But a cavalry, if it was an infantry unit, you wouldn't have to stop.
Yeah.
It's very simple rules. There's only like 6 real rules in the game, so it's very simple. But you can see that the combinations get interesting very quickly.
4, 5.
You can move through you can move through a detachment, by the way. That's the only.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, keep going.
I think I'm going to go here and stop here, entering the zone of influence of that cavalry.
Yeah, good move. I like that move. So
and
in other words, you're opposing yourself between the 2 armies, which is what they were trying to do. All right, so now, Joe, it's your move.
Let's see.
So you have the second corps. You can see where the second corps. Well, you have the first corps. See, the first corps is in battle formation, so they're going to be very slow. But the first corps is maneuver, so you can whip him around, whatever you're going to do with him. And then further to the east is Namur of Battle of the Bulge fame. And that's where your third corps is sitting. And off to way off the board to the northeast is the Bulow's 4th Corps. So you can move any one of those units right now down a road and try to start doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and I suppose in terms of combat, you do get support from units that are close. So it's advantageous maybe to move.
Yeah, you basically this way. You want to get your army pulled together.
1, 2, 3. It's doubled if you're along roads. 1, 2.
Yes.
3.
Yeah. You double your movement.
You're in the advanced formation side, yes.
Yeah.
So that guy there. Is that a legitimate move?
Totally. You're up, Fred. Make a move.
Okie dokie.
So I'm gonna. I think I've given you guys enough information to get the game off to the right. I'll let you guys go now, and as long as you don't do anything illegal, I'll say nothing. Unless I have to.
And the double movement along road is only if you're on cavalry. If you are in infantry, that doesn't change anything.
No, it's double for everybody. As long as you don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's double for everybody. As long remember but you have to be in if you're in battle formation, the one side you can only go one hex. You can't use road movement when you're on the battle side.
Yeah, and I can move across my own units, right?
You cannot move through a big unit. Cannot move through a big unit. Big unit can move through a small unit, but that's it.
And can I stack on an HQ?
There's no yes. HQs is fine. It doesn't even HQs are like a mark on the map. By the way, if a Prussian unit were to enter that HQ, it has no effect on it.
It's just a way to show kind of where you're this turn where you want to fight.
Yeah, it's a mark on the map. There's no. I mean, Grouchy's somewhere around there, but he's not there.
Okay, and that's my 6 moves with Gerard.
Good.
All right, now Prussians.
I want to move my 3rd corps from Namur. Try and get them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over yonder.
All right, now you, Fred. And by the way, you can move the same unit multiple in sequence. You don't have to like move some other unit. So until they're locked up, you can keep moving the same unit if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's not what I expected.
It's quite interesting. The passing mechanic is quite interesting because you do get 3 extra moves to the other person after one person passes, right? But
you can get a bunch of extra moves, yes, but it's not unlimited.
Yeah, and so you can. I guess it's feasible to have that rule as someone could pass to stop someone else from being able to move.
That is part of the strategy of the game. You control the time. Absolutely. For the French, the faster the French get in position to do whatever they want to do, the better it is for them, because that means that the Allies will have less time to concentrate.
And in terms of reinforcements, how
you have the Mulot's already available. There's a, I think the British have Uxbridge. I think is available. I don't have the thing in front of me, but he's got and there's another corps that's off to the west, which is can be brought in. Oh, the reserve corps is up near Mont Saint Jean. They can be brought. Yeah, they're on the map, but they're like a reinforcement because they have to come down.
Yeah, Uxbridge comes in the afternoon.
Comes soon. All right. So
yeah, and because now we are in the 16th in the morning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you take your turn, Joe?
After I moved my 3rd corps, you moved, right?
Yeah.
Oh, one thing, Fred.
Okay, now I need to move.
Yeah.
Fred, you got to move the cavalry unit back 1 space because you're out of range. You move beyond the range. Napoleon, you can't move more than 4 hexes from Ney and or Grouchy or 8 within Napoleon. So you're a little too far away. You got to go back 1 hex. That's all.
So how far should I be from?
Right next to where they are.
1,
Just go west of where you are, and you're fine. 3, 4.
Yeah. So if I just go here, perfect.
Yeah, that's legal. It's like I said, it's hard for me to see the board from here.
Yeah, sure. But now I'm far away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's good.
You're totally good now.
I'm gonna move my 3rd corps again.
Okay. Now remember, you have to always move closer towards Blucher, who's over. So you can't go wandering around. You got to move. Within range of him. And I think he's only got a 3 hex range, so you have to move down the road toward there.
Yes.
And once you're within 3, you got to stay there. Or you stay within range of him.
Yes.
Okay, so because he was out of range, he had to move towards him anyway.
Right, but every move has to be closer. However you figure that out.
You can't skirt around the edge. You have to go.
I think wait a minute. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Because that's like the HQ being like where they're kind of commanding the troops, and you can't not do what someone tells you to do.
Yeah, it's not Panzerblitz. You can't go wandering all over the map.
Yeah, that's the thing is that this guy is going maybe a bit rogue. We'll have to move him afterwards. But you've done your move already, Joe?
I'm moving in now, and it's pretty simple. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then as soon as he's here, he can't move anymore through because there's no door in the way. Right,
but however, now he can maneuver freely within 3. I think the range of Blucher is 3, isn't it?
Yeah, 3, yeah.
Now, one of the decisions you on next turn that'll be more relevant is you can, when you take the HQ off the map, you put them down again. You can put them back in normal mode, and then you get like an 8 hex range. So changes. If you want to maneuver, one of the things that a lot of people tried to do is they tried to keep Wellington in battle mode the whole game, and that just that's the one thing you don't want to do in this game is you don't want to fight Wellington with British troops on the ground of his choosing. That's the one thing that will get you every time in this game. So don't do it. And you'll see that where Wellington is, 3 hexes is just 1 south of Quatre Bras. So unless the French engage, the British can't do anything. Right
Yeah,
now.
I've done my moves. I move on them.
Good.
Okay. Okay. So, is it wiser for me to pass here, or to try and move?
If you're happy with the way things are, passing early for you will also cause the French to have less that they can do. So yes,
that's what I'm
it
thinking.
works both ways. It cuts both ways. That idea.
As opposed to, because if I move this 3rd corps here, he's only going to be able to go 1, 2, 3, kind of 4. He's not going to be able to go this turn.
Right, exactly. See, that's
1,
when you
2,
start
3.
to calculate distances and things. Perfect. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose he could go kind of here.
Well, he could attack you, but that's fine. If he attacks you, he attacks you.
And he engages.
But actually, I cannot really attack him because I would put myself out of command.
Well, right. You can attack. Now you can, by the way, in a battle, you can advance out of command range. That's the only time you could leave command range. So yeah, by him pulling back, now you could. So what you should be doing, Fred, is you should be bringing up all those guys in the back. The Guard and LeBeau, the 6th Corps, and bringing up the Erloin and all that. Get them all going wherever you want them to go.
I'm going to pass.
Okay.
So when you.
So Fred, take the rules out again. I've been playing Rebel Fury; it's different. But it's
I need to roll a dice, right?
Yeah, you're going to roll a die, but you're going to add, I think, 1 for every guy that's not in the zone of control. So you're going to get a number of moves.
Zone of control or zone of influence. So that's.
I think it's pretty much everybody in your army.
Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just the corps, not the cavalry.
Not the detachments.
Okay, so that's 6.
Okay, so roll the die and add 6 to it.
7.
So you have 13 unanswered moves, and you can do anything you want. You got 13 moves. Just keep track of it.
So 13 or 7?
No, it's 7 plus the die roll.
Yeah, my die roll is 1.
Yeah, but you had +1 for each of those guys out in the zone of control.
Yes, I have 6% out of zone of control.
Right. So 7 plus 6 is.
Where does the 6 come? Where does the 7 come from?
You rolled it. Oh, there was 7. You had to roll a die. What was the die roll?
Yeah, 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then it's
Fred was
the die roll.
Maths. Yeah.
Yes. So I have.
You have 7 moves. Sorry, 6 plus 1. Yes.
I'd have been worried if it was 13.
3.
Yes.
4.
Now remember,
5,
Napoleon's got an 8 hex range, which
8.
helps you there.
Yeah, he does. But I was doing something stupid with Lobo. I was trying to go on the right, but then I realized he was not in range of anyone, so that was not really possible. I'm gonna move Derlon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's my second one. I need to move the cavalry, but this thing in Quatre Bras is a bit annoying. Actually, yeah, I could put the. I think I'm going to put the cavalry in contact with the detachment, I guess.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. So that's my third move. Fourth move is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have to stop anyway because I am in the zone of influence of that guy.
But now you could take another move and go into a zone of control and attack him.
Yeah. You've got to do some fighting, Fred. Come on, stop being a pussy. Come on. Get in there.
Fred, remember something. If you don't attack, you're going to lose the game.
I'm going to attack. I just want to bring everyone in.
I think he's going to lose anyway, so I think we should just cut the stream. 4, 5, find it here.
6, 7, and 8. Parfait. And then I have. So, what are my odds if I'm going straight to? I'm trying to figure out what are my odds if I go and attack.
It's combat tables. There are no odds. So you'd like to attack with other cores adjacent to the target or a cavalry unit in behind you. You don't want to just attack one-on-one unless it's got a lot of battle stars like the guard or something like that.
Then in that case, for my last move, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's annoying. 4. I guess that's it. Yeah, those are my 7 moves, I believe.
Okay, so did we have? All right, so we're into combat. Is there anybody next to him that I can't see?
Yeah, there is the cavalry, but it's next to.
Thank God you're going to attack somebody.
Yeah.
All right, so and it's the guard cavalry, but the problem is it's a cavalry can't you don't get the stars because you would have to charge and you can't charge a chateau. You can't charge a village, so it's just going to be 1. It's just by the way, you get a let me look. It's a +2 or -2. You're both gonna roll. You're gonna roll 2 dice. Let me start with that, and you're gonna take the differential between the 2 die rolls, and you're either adding 2 or subtracting. He's subtracting 2. I just got to look on the
defender gets +1 if he's in a town.
Right, but you're a detachment versus a core, so you get the +1, but he's going to get the detachment benefit. The detachment adds 2, so Fred is going to roll his die and add 2 to it, and you're going to roll your die and add 1 to it, and we're going to get the differential.
Perfect.
What'd you get?
So there is no differential.
Oh, so it's
Fred gets a 1, I get a 2.
But that's totally fine. So nothing happened. It's a stalemate.
Yeah.
So there's no result. But remember, this is 19th century. He's going to get another crack at you. So now you get to attack somebody. So you can have the detachment can't attack. So you have no attacks.
Yep.
So you're going to pass.
Yep.
Fred, roll the die. Whatever the die rolls, that's how many more attacks you're going to get.
6.
You're going to have the 6. So now you can do the same attack again. +2, +1. Let's see what
let's go. So I roll a 6, he rolls a 1, so it's so it's a 6 difference.
Yeah, so detachments are only eliminated if they're stacked with a core. So he's automatically recalled, so he's gone. Conquer is taken off, put him back in the tray. He's not dead.
Yeah,
he's just out.
I recalled him. Yeah,
and the cavalry it must advance because he's not in his zone of control so you capture Quatre Bras.
Nice. Okay.
That's the end of the combat phase because you have no more battles that I can see.
No, there are none.
Okay, so now we're into the afternoon of the 16th.
Yeah,
so,
and the turn track is on the side, so we won't do it.
So Joe, your big decision right now is going to be how do you want to do this? Because your HQ has to be placed within 3 hexes of a friendly unit.
Yeah.
Right? And Rapunker was a friendly unit, but he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So Wellington's going to go somewhere, and then you can have Wellington either in the battle mode side where or the other side where you can start to get a little bit more maneuver room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's advantageous for us, especially with since reinforcements come from locations at the edge of the map, to move north to this. So
the first thing to do, just push them aside, but assume that all the HQs are off the map right now. That's what's happened. I don't know if that's you don't have to physically do it too far, but they're gone, and the French go first now. So for instance, Fred, because you have Quatre Bras, you could put Napoleon 3. Remember, the HQ isn't even on the map right now, so forget about that. It's there, okay, or just move it off to the side so you don't visually see it.
So I'm the first one who's going to place HQ, right?
And I think the French place all of theirs first. Is it? I think it's. I finally got a set of rules on my phone. So let me see.
Do you want me to look into it? So HQ placement.
1 second, hang on. It's right on the sequence of play there.
And I guess we can probably do end turn, and it should bring back.
Okay, command phase. HQ placement. Starting with the French, each player must first remove their HQ and then replaces them in on the map. Each game must be so the French do all this first, and then so Fred, you get to put all 3 of your HQs. So this is big. So again, he's off the map. Put him. You could take Napoleon and put him 3 hexes north of Quatre Bras right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, you want to attack him, so you can drive forward in that direction, or you can
actually I want to go I want to go towards the east.
Then you can put Napoleon. You know, you got to keep him on the road. By the way,
yeah,
you want to be on the road. I don't think you're. Otherwise, your detachments will get stupid.
Because I'm thinking if I'm going somewhere like in here in Tilly, that covers a nice area, I guess.
Right, but that's his maneuver range.
Oh yeah, if I flip him.
So in other words, let me give you a set. So you see where. So do you want to attack the Prussians? Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
So what's the name of the town just southwest of Ligny?
Southwest of Ligny, Saint-Amand. Saint-Amand.
So you could put Napoleon there and put him in battle mode because he gives you star. Flip him over. Now you can launch all your guys to attack, up the road. Now, if he pulls back, like he pulls, Blucher all the way off the map, that's okay because you'll use Grouchy and Ney forward to push your army. You have these 2 wings, so you can use Napoleon to force him either to fight you there, and you use Ligny, the 2 marshals to, out farther. Like you could put Ney, let's say 3 hexes north of Quatre Bras, just to give you a view of that.
Yeah, I think that would be nice. Next to Genappe.
Put that little cone on again. That's useful for people to see what's going on. So Ney, give him his command. There you go. So, and then take Grouchy, and you could place him, like in the gap between the 2. You see, you have that detachment. You can go 3 hexes up the road, even from Napoleon up there. Put Grouchy, not there. Go 2 more spaces, like in the northeast direction on that town. 1, 2, too far. 1 back. Yeah. Now put that little cone thing down. Yeah. So now, if Blucher pulls back, you could still chase him because you've got Grouchy over there. If he goes, and if Wellington tries to do anything, you can go either way. You see. That's how you think about strategy in this game. That's why I'm pointing it out this way. Now, if you don't want to fight him, you can use Napoleon there. You can use Grouchy and Ligny in them as in their battle mode. They have a star, I believe. Flip. Are they have stars on the side? I can't remember.
Yeah, they have star.
Yeah, but they only have a 2 hex range, so you got to get. They almost can't do, but then they can do a very limited attack with a 2 hex range for the. They're very limiting.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use them for movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Est-ce que je le mets là? I think I'm going to use them for movement, and I probably going to move Ney more like here. Okay. I feel like I'm covering a wider range.
Yeah, but now you get the idea of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, and then I'm going to put Napoleon here in battle mode to put myself in a position to attack to do the attack on Ligny.
Or towards Genappe or whatever the name of that town is.
Yeah.
There. Good. So now you've played. So now, Joe, it's up to you. So now if you're going to retreat, remember, you got to be within 3 of a Prussian unit, but you've got a corps way up on the road there, or you can, you can pull back 3 hexes or so from there.
Yeah, and I can do them in any order I like as well, because it doesn't really matter. So with Wellington, he'll have to be placed. His HQ will have to be placed.
Oh, wait a minute! I cheated. It's within 3 hexes.
No, but a detachment counts.
A detachment counts. Okay, so actually I could go even further.
Exactly.
I could do this.
Yeah, that's totally legal.
That's nice.
So Wellington, you can go up here. It's been a road.
So là, but also within the hex the placement hex cannot be in an enemy's zone. Where's you are?
And then Boucher.
So this is ultimately where strategy is determined in this game. In other words, this is where the big decision happened. After that, it's all the maneuver stuff.
I think he goes here.
It reminds me a bit of
Fred, I would
yeah.
just move, just see where Ney is, and you see there's that town like between the two. It's like not in. If you can move Ney one more space to the east, I think you'll be better off.
1, 2, 3. One more space to the east.
Yeah.
So just here.
Yeah, there. So you see.
Oh yeah, then I cover Genappe.
Now the
Yeah.
whole road going to Mont-Saint-Jean and the
Yeah.
well is within your range.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Okay, I know you haven't played before, so I'm just trying to make sure the game is at least competent.
Yeah. Okay, that's perfect.
So as soon as you do it one hex the other way, all of a sudden that road is not within your command range.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You control. You can move guys throughout that whole area now, which is a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, I can already start moving toward Mont Saint Jean.
Yeah, so now
and getting close pretty.
And I think Wellington's 4 from wherever he isn't. Wellington 4 from that guy. Well, I can't.
No, he's 3 away from that.
Oh, yeah, he's
so
okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
So you can throw his range. You can see what he can do now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see where the battle is going to take place if there's a battle with the British. Now, what's interesting is I don't think you had any detach. Oh, so now just for grins. Joe, you haven't placed Blucher yet. Have you placed Blucher? I didn't see.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I haven't.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Yeah, he is. He is there. He's there.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can move him now, or you don't have to move him, and you can put him.
He was here. I moved him
He
here.
was already moved. Yeah.
Now, by the way, Wellington's on his battle side again. Is that right?
Yep.
You might want to consider flipping him over because
Yeah, that gives you quite a range. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get anybody maneuvering into the right places.
Good point. Yeah,
Yeah, I flipped it. I flipped it for you already.
Yeah, that's
See the
fine.
difference?
Perfect. Yeah. Because that's all to do with maneuvering people like the first corps.
Yeah, you got to get yourself. You got to figure out how you're going to fight this campaign. But right now,
yeah.
If you want to get now, the other thing is the Prussians, because you have to be within 3 of a friendly unit. You're not going to be able to pull the Prussians so far back, but because of the reserve corps, you were able to get Wellington's way back. But Blucher is going to be off to the east somewhere, no matter what happens.
Yeah, and it's funny because when you show the 2 cones of command, you can see probably where the fight is going to happen, like the overlap between the two. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this is how this game handles a whole lot of detail that are in a lot of other games, but I think it handles it reasonably well.
So now that this is done, we go into the detachment phase.
So now you have this. So this is one of those interesting. He can do in imminent within this corner. So you can, I mean, for what it's worth, you have this old guard unit, but it's because you don't have the old guard's meant to be there to do plus or no. It's not meant to be an attack unit. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
This is an detachment. The old guard, Drouot. How do you pronounce Drout? How do you say that in French? Drouot. So he's the actual Imperial Guard. This is just like a battalion regiment of the old guard that was used. So that's more of a blocking unit. But then the Grand Battery,
Grand Battery should be good for attack, right?
But the Grand Battery has a special rules. Everything command range. Yeah. See, so if you had a unit, so here's how the Grand Battery works. If you had a unit that was already adjacent to one of those Prussian units, you could.
I could bring it in. Yeah.
The Grand Battery is the only detachment that can be deployed on a friendly unit in an enemy zone of control. So in other words, you could, if you had a guy next to that one of those Prussian corps, and it's within Napoleon's range of 3, you could dump the Grand Battery there, and that would give you a +1 in on attack only. But you're not adjacent to anybody, so you can't place it that way. But just know that's how you place it. It's a little kinky rule because I can't help myself.
Fair enough. But I think then, is there anything I want to do for the detachments?
Well, the question is you might want to recall a detachment that's not like that guy there. right next to Napoleon is a detachment. Recall him so you can redeploy him next turn somewhere else.
Okay, so he's recalled.
Then go down towards Charleroi. Isn't there a French detachment down there somewhere?
Yeah, there is one here.
Call him back. You don't need him there.
Yeah, Jacquino, so I can recall him.
Exactly. And then I like the one. I like the one that's on the road there, but because that's the only zone of control watching your flank there.
Here?
Yeah, leave him. I would leave him.
Yeah.
However, the other one that's east of he's next to a core. I would pull him back out also. Okay, so next turn you'll have another cavalry screen you can push forward somewhere.
Yeah. And is there anything I want to push now, or?
No, you had to deploy already. You had nothing. You all your detachments were on the board, except for the old guard and the grand battery. That's why I told you the rules for them.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So now we've pulled the cavalry sort of back and reconcentrating them. So next turn you can do something with them. But right now we're done with that. Ultimately, the only thing now is where's Zethan? Okay, so we're up to the. See, blown unit recovery. There was no blown units. Cavalry core recovery.
But maybe we should do the detachments for the Prussians and the British. Yeah,
exactly. I'm just checking up one quick rule here. Go ahead.
And I guess the one that are behind my line are probably useless now.
Yeah, they're going to get moved. Probably going to go this guy for the flank.
And one thing, Joe, you know that first corps that's sitting next to Blucher there?
Yep.
He will get to flip because he's not in his zone of control. He will, and subsequently right now, he'll flip to his foreside in a second. He's far enough back that they can get into a better movement formation.
Yeah. So somewhere like this, and then my other detachment is currently here.
But
so this one is the
one. So you.
This one is the one you recalled, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna recall it up. Here you go.
Are you placing any detachments?
Let me check one. Yeah.
You like Lutzo where he is? Well, first you got to place one, then we'll recall. Do it in the order.
Where do I place from, Fred?
So you have one left that I think is the first detachment Steinmetz, because you had Pirsch that was already there.
Well, remember, he's got other ones for other corps now also. And anybody can, and all detachments can be deployed by the HQ. So that doesn't matter. You don't have to the parent unit thing only matters when you need it to. Otherwise, you just use the HQs because that's the one where you can go down roads and stuff to deploy.
Yes. So if I was to do a detachment now, I just pull them out the top box, Fred, in the top left. And
pull it onto the map and stick it somewhere.
Yeah. So I'll detach this one. Oh.
And you left Blucher in battle mode. Got it.
Like 1, 2, 3. Somewhere like here. Is that out? Yeah, that's out of there.
I can't see where you put him. Where'd you put him?
I'm pinging.
We're pinging again.
North of where Fred's currently seeing. 2 hexes
Fred,
north of.
Go north. I can't see where he put it, but I want to make sure he put it legally. That's all I'm asking.
My cavalry unit mark that you can see on Fred's screen. 2 hexes northwest of that.
2 hexes north.
It's 2 away. It's 3 away from all of his.
Is it within range of Blucher? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, that'll have to be actually a good point. 1, 2.
Now you can go down roads, and it can't be in a friendly or enemy ZOI or ZOC. But if you can go down roads from Blucher 6 hexes, you're fine. I guess can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1 away. I'll put it there then.
Okay.
1,
wait,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. That's
okay,
6
so
away on roads.
you cannot put him there because
no, because it's when he's in. Yes, that's within his own
control, which is no good either.
Yes, I remember now.
Now I see where you were trying to. It was off the screen, that's why I couldn't tell.
So actually, here is probably better.
There is
more southern.
Is it within 2 of that core? No, you can't put him there either.
Oh, zone of influence. Sorry, not zone of control.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, you got to basically think of them as being far away from. They're out either way in front or way off to the flanks.
Yeah.
It's an unusual rule. I had to write it twice in the rule book to make sure everybody understood.
Maybe it's too far away, really, but it means they won't run round. 1, 2.
Now, one thing you can do is, let's say you think you're going to be forced back, you can put the detachment behind you as like a rear guard to be if you pull back through it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a very flexible rule.
I'll put it here, and then maybe if that's a retreat, that works out well.
And are you putting a British one down?
Probably should.
I would. I put one on the road down towards, like whatever you can do, get away with down towards Quatre Bras. So in other words, so he can't come running up without any. So that's think of it as a rear guard that you left behind. Yeah, that's a good spot. I like that spot right very much. Stick a detachment there. Good. So now he can pursue you, but he's going to run into a rear guard now.
So I have to go kind of convolutedly round.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are my detachment places.
Okay, so now
I have. Is it only the British? The Anglo allies. The core flips when there's only free Anglo Allied detachments or free whole coalitions.
I'm not sure I understand the question, Joe.
Remember the rule about flipping from 2-star to 1-star for British core?
Oh, yeah. You have to have 3 white detachments. You only have one on the map.
White ones.
It's only the white ones.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, specifically white ones, not the Prussian ones. No.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay,
like I said, 1 star, unless the guy's about to be imminently attacked, is just not. Everybody, wargamers hate to lose anything, But if the French are nowhere nearby, it's fine. You get more leverage out of the detachment.
Okay, so we're done with the detachment placement step. We've done the detachment recall already. Organization phase. This is where you flip your first corps to its
advanced formation,
advanced side. Yeah. So now you have 4 moves. So I think this is done, and now we can go into the movement setup.
Yep, Fred, you move first. Let's see what you're gonna. Let's see your big battle, buddy.
I move first, but I'm not sure he will want to do the big battle, which is a bit sad. But I will try.
Understand that the only way you really score victory points in this game is there is something for the line of communication. That's easy for him to stop. You need to kill people.
Yeah, and I'm planning on killing people, definitely.
Well, you need to throw everybody in that area. Those 4 core, 5 core. You need to throw them at the goddamn Prussians right now.
And here I have to stop because I moved into his UI. So
right,
that's
but you can get then he moves and you move.
Yeah.
You move with Jason and you keep going.
Yeah, I will. That's the plan. So Joe, your turn.
I'm tired of this wimpy French stuff you're doing there. I mean, it's sad.
I'm going to move this guy down here.
Don't forget you have the 4th corps somewhere down that road.
Oh yeah, let me check.
Below is up the north.
In the east. I'm looking. There's no one in the east. The 4th corps.
Go up. He's a reinforcement. He comes down right on the Roman road there. He can bring him in right now.
Yeah, I'll bring. Where is he on? He's not in the.
So it would be. So the 4th corps is Bulow, and he appears on Hex. So Bulow appears on X. Wait a minute. X2 3241. So I'm going to place it there just for you.
Yeah,
I've placed him on the board.
You've placed him on the board? I don't see it.
He's top right. You can move him to where the
but he appears.
Yes, I was just dragging him on the board. So you tell me.
I'm going to put here.
That's where he enters the board. He put him on where he enters the board.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
But you've done your move here.
Yep. This guy's moved.
Okay, I'm gonna move into Verlaine and flip.
Now they both flip.
Yeah.
And it's a locking ZOC for infantry on infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's back to you now.
Okay, 4th corps moving down the road. 1.
And Fred, remember, cavalry can affect the battle if they are adjacent to any of the attackers. They don't have to be adjacent to the defender.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
That would be correct play then.
You'll go, Fred.
Okay. I am.
Somebody was heckling you from their phone. That's funny.
I'm
Stuart
going.
Ellis Gorman is very disappointed in you, Fred.
Yeah, I know. He always is.
I think he's got a point though. I mean,
I
Yeah,
think
he
Fred.
does.
Well, Fred is scared that when he visits my house next week, he'll be sleeping in the garden, and so if he attacks too much, there's a very real possibility the door will be locked.
Back to you, Joe.
Okay, fourth core is going to move again. Continue down the road. 1, 2, 3.
Right, he has to keep moving
4,
towards Blucher. That's the key.
5, 6, 7, 8. And typically, I guess I'm done. By the way, Fred, that troop does want to do that anyway, right? You know, that's in the nature of the theme of the game, right? You know.
I'm sorry, Joe. What about the?
Trying to say like that rule's there to reflect kind of, you know,
Yeah.
that it makes sense. You want to you go into the battle, you know,
No,
it's
these
Battle of
guys,
Waterloo.
they don't have. There is not a radio where they're going, "Hey, go left, go right." They're going, "Show up at this location," and the courier told them that like a day ago, and that's where they're going.
Yeah.
Back to you, Joe.
Okay. Flop core is going to keep on coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
Good. The
Oh,
cavalry.
Wait, is Blucher on?
He's here. He's underneath the second core there.
I was trying to figure out. So now, just reason I was asking is, now that you're within 3 of Blucher, you could swing around any
Yeah.
3 hex zone. You're good now. You know.
That's what I was thinking. So you kind of want to make sure you come in. You are always satisfying that rule of moving closer, but just hitting at the right point to where you can swing.
Right.
And I guess that's the HQ giving the communication once you are physically there and you don't need a radio or anything. Now you can tell you.
A courier shows up and says, "Now go over here."
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
All right. I feel like the game is being played now.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe, the one warning I will give you, Joe, well, remember, you have 2 armies.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go. So it flips to battle formation once it's in the zone of influence.
No, zone of control. Zone of influence, you stop movement.
Just for the record, the reason I had to look up the rule because in Rebel Fury, because it's a different scale, you flip when you enter the zone of influence. But that's why I had to look at the rules. It's close.
You'll go, Fred.
Keep advance. Attack, Fred. Attack.
Yeah, I'm attacking.
Fred, now just to give you a hint, the quicker you can get into your attack formation and pass, screws up his ability to concentrate the British potentially.
Yeah. I'm going to bring the cavalry and I'm going to put it just back behind Gerard.
Yeah, so just to give you a hint, so that attack, is there a battle star on the guy that's behind next to the cavalry?
Yeah, he has a battle star.
So, so let me just quickly do a second of, and is that Prussian corps in any kind of village or anything?
No.
Good. So the battle math works like this. The corps starts with a strength of 1, but it has 1 star, so it's a strength of 2. Cavalry charge will get the cavalry plus. Does the cavalry have any battle stars?
Yeah, he has 1.
Then he gets that battle star, and he gets another +1 for the fact that there's either the cavalry or the other corps that's adjacent to the defender. Gives him another. You're at a +4, and you're within 3 hexes of Napoleon. That's +5. That's a +5 attack on that corps, just so you understand the math.
Yeah.
You get that, Joe?
Yep.
So that's what you're trying to do in this game is get that to happen. So the sooner you can set up 1 more of those, Fred, and then calls a pass, the better off you're going to be.
Yep. So then it's my move.
And the guard cavalry is right up the road there.
Yeah, I think it is your move.
Yeah. So I'm going to move in here.
Oh, there you go.
I'm even here. Yeah. and then flip to Vassal.
Okay, I'm gonna move in here.
Okay,
And
also
that's-
flips to Battle.
Yeah, let's flip this guy. Oh, sorry, I flipped it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
He's good. Okay.
Back to you.
And Cavalry also cavalry interacting with infantry and movement mark.
Yes, sir.
How is that different
So
from
cavalry?
Yeah.
So cavalry can only be stopped ultimately by cavalry. So in other words, you could move a cavalry unit adjacent to a infantry corps. The corps falls into falls into its battle formation, and you could stay or you could pull away if you wanted to. So you can use cavalry to, freeze up the other side, and that's why you have to have counter cavalry because cavalry acts the same way as infantry. Cavalry only acts like infantry in zones of influence and zones of control if it's a cavalry unit.
Okay, yes. They don't really care about infantry because they're
not
designed.
they're
designed to mess them up.
Right.
I moved by the way, the first corps from Prince of Orange.
Okay. Then what I will do is I will fix your cavalry here because I don't want it to help.
Does that flip? But that doesn't flip the cavalry, does it? That's what I was wondering.
If I'm adjacent to his cavalry, right? Does it flip it?
No, cavalry never flips. It can become exhausted only to charges, but they are locked. So cavalry on cavalry, they can't move.
Yeah, he's locked there, but he's.
And remember, you get +1 for each corps that you have adjacent to the defender. So again, he's getting a good attack going down there. And soon you're going to want to pass Fred, unless you've got something else really clever planned. Because you don't want this way you keep the British from getting all their act together.
The thing is that if I pass, he's
No,
gonna
I'm
have
saying this now, but you should
one.
get one more. Set up one more good attack, and then I would call it a happy afternoon.
One more attack, you think?
You got Napoleon there. You look like you have you can get another attack there. I think if you get the right guys, there.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I wanted to place Derlon and Nini.
Okay.
Yeah, back to you. Okay, so that's that. And what happens if I put the cavalry here? Am I gonna support those two battles?
Let me see. What are you supporting?
So I'm thinking about placing this cavalry here to
Okay,
support
so remember,
those
cavalry,
three battles.
So the cavalry, anytime cavalry is adjacent to somebody, he still counts as a corps. You get the +1. But if you want to get the battle stars on top of it one time, you can only charge once per half day, basically.
Okay.
So
I need to choose the
cavalry unit that's next to a defender gets the fact that it's a corps next to the defender, and you can get the charge as long as there's no chateau. Can't charge into a chateau or village. So,
okay.
I like where you have Grouchy's cavalry, and the guard is. I see the guard. So if you bring the guard down, you could. That's a town, so you're not going to get the benefit of the cavalry charge there. So I wouldn't pull down the guard cavalry. But now you've got. Is that real? Is still sitting out there? But you got to watch the fact that the British. You got to have somebody over there. Ultimately, and what's in the back with Napoleon? Is there anybody back there? Back by Charleroi. Is there anybody back by Charleroi? I can't.
No,
see.
There is no one.
Okay,
no.
Good. Then you're fine. So you might want to pass now and see how it
Yeah,
goes.
my only thing I was thinking is move the guard here to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to protect from the side, I guess. But maybe I don't really need to worry.
The detachment will stop them enough.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But however, there is an open road there. But I think. But there's no, what do you call it? What's his name is too far away?
Which one?
Napoleon.
Sorry,
Wellington.
Napoleon. He's got an A over there. I'm talking about Wellington's too far away to move.
Yeah.
You can't move a unit there. It's too far away, isn't it? Yeah, you can't move them there.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna pass then.
Okay.
Okay. So now, how many?
So
Anglo-Prussian units are not in the zone of control.
I think two.
Just two.
Yeah.
So roll the die and add 2 to it, and that's how many moves you have left.
So that's 4.
4 in total.
Moves. Do whatever you want.
4 in total. We're probably going to try and position for this battle better.
I would bring orange through Neville and then northeast towards Mont Saint Jean if I were you, Joe.
Okay.
Put Wellington's zone up. It's easier if I can't count it. Okay, yeah. So just go up that road and towards the reserve. You got 4 moves, and start to set up a position that you then shift the army left to right, but get them all near somebody. Get them near each other, and you're gonna get Uxbridge next turn.
It's still 8 because it's on the road, right?
4. There should be.
Yeah, Uxbridge is actually in 4015, so you should have him.
Yeah,
he didn't. Yeah, when we loaded the scenario, he wasn't put in.
Yeah, but he can now enter the game.
Right. So where's he at?
He's just north of Waterloo. He's coming down from Brussels.
Yeah, he should be coming from here.
Put him on the map.
Place him in the right hex.
Yeah, thank you.
So wait,
and Hill as well.
One question: you got where is
Second Corps Hill as well?
Yeah, he comes in on 3,000. So right now, Hill's coming in from the west. Also, you can start to drag him in.
Yeah, so he should be over there somewhere.
He's off to the west of Nivelle.
So he should be here.
Yeah, he comes in 3,000 roads. So now you can start to. He can move. He's just got to move always closer to Wellington because he's too far away.
And then.
But if you move toward Nivelle, you should be fine.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
believe it or not, at some point that won't be true. So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
so go down the road to that crossroads, then head. Then you got to. So to go legally, I don't want to do all the counting, but go down. Go back to where the guy's coming in. I'll walk you through this. I can't see anything. All right, where is he coming there? So what you got to do is go 2 spaces to the east. 1, 2. Now go 1 more space to the east. Now go north. 4. Go north again.
2.
Now keep going north until you get back into his zone. Now you're always moving closer to him. Because if he went to Nivelle, at some point you would be heading away from him. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, technically, from here to here is not moving closer. He's moving the same distance.
Oh yeah, so then he
would have to stop here. Yeah,
no, and go back 1 and then go straight east. Then he'd be okay.
Yeah, because if you stop here and then start moving here, then you move closer.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the way you have to go.
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then.
Yeah, but you cannot do that 8 because it's the same thing because you would not move closer here.
Yeah.
But then in the future turn you can just move across.
Yeah.
Right, but when he goes across, he will go into battle formation because he's leading the road and that's how the
okay. And that's 2, and then Uxbridge come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, you can go 12 because it's like a 6. Isn't
it? You can move up to 12.
7, 8, 9. Over here.
So how many moves did you make? You only had 4 moves. How many moves?
Yeah, that's my 3rd.
Yeah, you have 1 left.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So as you can see, Fred, you've gained the edge because the Anglo army is not concentrated, and now you've got an attack on the Prussians. So hopefully the dice will like you.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Okay. I did my 4 movement done.
So the first attack, let's walk through the first attack. So right now goes the guy that's, what is that corps that's just 1 more to the east? What is that guy?
This one?
No, east. I want to know what the Prussian unit is.
Oh, wait a minute. In front of me, this one.
Yeah. What unit is that?
So that's Zieten.
Zieten. Okay. So right now the French attack is 1, 2, 3, 4. Cavalry charge
And
5.
can we like explain what are all the battle modifiers? So
Of course we can.
Yeah. You can get them up, Fred, as well. They are in
Yeah,
the.
But I have them in front of me, and I cannot put them on stream. But just to
No, they're on stream. They're in Vassal next to the.
Yeah, but I cannot put them on stream because I'm streaming the window. If I open another window from Vassal, I won't be able to show it.
Let me walk you through all the modifiers once. Okay, that's the
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I'm doing this on the phone, so I got it. All right, here I can see it now. All right. You're not in any kind of +1 terrain because you're in the open there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so no terrain, but you would get a +1. Now, battle star. The attacking corps adds its battle star, so you get +1 for that, right?
Yeah.
Then the defending unit adds its battle star as a defense roll, but the defender has no stars, right?
He has 1 star.
I have 1.
Okay, so keep in your mind +1, okay?
Yeah.
Now the defending unit adds its battle star.
And I add the HQ battle star.
Each of you adds 1 for your HQ, so it's +2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have a fresh cavalry corps in supporting the attack. He can add his battle star, so it's +3/+2.
Yeah.
Right? No grand battery. The attacker adds 1 to his attack strength of each friendly corps. You've got 2 adjacent to the defender.
That's +5/+2.
+5/+2. The cavalry corps happens not to be adjacent because you got to get another +1, but that's just being a corps. So that is all the modifiers.
So +5/+2.
Roll the dice and add the appropriate numbers.
Yep.
I can't just call out the numbers when you.
So I have 1. So +5, that's 6. 2 is 4. So that's a 2 difference. So that's a retreat.
Correct. So that guy has to fall back 3 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to advance.
And I get to advance.
Yeah.
And the question is, I cannot advance the cavalry in that case.
And the cavalry's exhausted anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to flip it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to advance.
Okay, so that was unfortunate. Would you roll a 1, Fred?
What?
What did you roll on the die? I can't see it.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, so you got it. So Fred, if you want to win this game, you got to stop doing that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
That was the place for the 6. That's just.
Yes, I know. I wanted a 6, but
here's the good news: you get to attack again, so you're not done yet.
yeah. I get to attack again. It's not back to him.
No, he gets to. Are you going to make an attack, Joe?
Am I going to make an attack? Whew.
Yeah, you have to either attack or pass.
Probably will attack.
Where you?
And then again, kind of in a pickle here now that cause had to retreat. I guess I'll pass. Yeah.
Pass.
Joe, Fred, roll the die.
I rolled a 6.
Now you roll a 6. You get 6 attacks. So believe it or not, so you see where Napoleon is, right?
Yeah.
And you see the unit that's east of Napoleon.
Yeah.
What's the guy is that guy in any kind of terrain? The Prussian unit?
No, he's in clear terrain.
Okay, so you've got a pretty decent attack with
D'Erlon against Tillman.
And he gets support from that guy. So that would be a +1, +2, +3 to +1, I think. If I'm looking
two +1 just for the core. Yeah, +3 to +1.
He doesn't have a star, that guy, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a star, but he has Blucher.
Yeah. That's so right. So it's +1, 2, 3, +3 to +1 is the die roll.
Yeah.
So roll well.
I rolled a 3, so that's a 6.
And he rolls
a 1, so that's a 2. So that means a +4, so he's blown.
Yeah, so that guy goes on the game turn track 2 turns in the future.
Okay, I put it in blown.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now that guy advances.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Good. And actually, I think that Van Damme is in a pretty good position against
yes, exactly.
Hirsch.
Yep.
I don't think that's he's on an also open terrain. I'm still within range of Napoleon.
So again, you can score 2, right?
So it's actually 1, 2, 3. So it's the same. 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
Yep, 3-1. I would do this attack also.
So 6, that's a 9. 2, 5, so that's a difference of 4. So he's blown.
Yeah, too bad. One more, you would have killed him.
Yeah, and now I move into.
Remember, it has no effect on Blucher that you're on top of him. It has no effect.
Yeah, I just go move on top of him then.
You have to move. Yes, it's an automatic must.
And does he move back or he
No,
stays?
no.
It's a mark on the map. It has nothing to do with anything.
Okay, so I keep him
He's
here.
still there. He operates just like an HQ. Doesn't change. I made that very clear, so I didn't have all the stupid rules associated with trying to hunt down HQs and crap. So now you actually have another attack on this guy here. If you've got a star guy, the guy in the south there, is he on terrain? He's like
yeah, so no, he's not on terrain, so I would be 1-1, but I'm not out of range of Napoleon, so my only bonus would be from
+2 to plus nothing.
he has a star.
Is he within 3 of Blucher still?
Yeah, he has he has a star, so he has actually +2 against my.
Then I don't know if you'd like that attack.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, I would pass it this way. You might get you don't want to lose anybody.
Yeah, and Ray against the cavalry, is there something, or it's not worth it?
That's what we call Vegas. It's like hope you haven't been rolling that great. I wouldn't take it.
Yeah. Okay, but then that's actually I just wanted Ray to fix the cavalry. That's pretty much it. So
no,
I
think... can't fix cavalry because it's an infantry. He can pull it once.
But then I'm done. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, so let's review one thing. So what's happened is half the Prussian army is gone for the next 2 turns. So if you could fall upon, chase down those other 2 units and wipe them out, that's going to put you. The Prussian army is not going to look too good after that.
And I think that's kind of what I would like to do, or I could go back and.
Well, remember the turn's over. So the turn's over. We're done.
Yeah, I know. But
we're now in the morning. What that was.
Yeah, now we're on the morning of the 17th. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in the afternoon of the 17th. So we're getting pretty close.
No, morning of the 17th now.
That was only. Oh,
so we only did. We only did the 16th for now.
Oh, so we got 2 turns. Okay, so now we're in the morning of the 17th.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys run it by the numbers now, Fred. You should know just follow the sequence of play, and you'll be fine.
Yep. I think we're gonna do an extra turn, and then we're gonna get close to the 2 hours, so we're gonna stop after this one. So now I need to place Napoleon, and I need to think.
Right now, your mission is you got to hunt down those 2 corps those 2 Prussian corps that got one of them's got to die. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure of. I'm gonna kill one. Can I capture the other one?
What's important is if you can, again, and if a retreating unit enters an enemy zone of control, it goes one. In other words, a retreat becomes a blown. A blown is you can't get worse than a blown. So a retreat becomes a blown result if you can't retreat correctly. So getting behind a guy is okay.
Okay, so I could place Napoleon still in battle mode. I'm gonna show his battle radius. And I cannot move him into a ZOI, right?
Correct.
And my units don't block ZOIs?
No. It's irrelevant. No. As long as it's been 3 of one of your units, and you're not in an enemy ZOI, ZOC, you're good.
Oh, yeah. There's this guy.
And certainly put him on a road.
Yeah, this one is a bit of a problem. I cannot move that much. I can go here, but that doesn't help too much. I could go here. Actually, I could go here.
I like that better.
Yeah, this is actually quite nice. I like that. Gives you quite a lot of range. Yeah.
We'll also let you flank him. Now, if you give up here's the other thing. If you give up the 1 battle store and put him in 8 mode, you can just run all over those guys.
But I kind of like the idea of having that star because I wanna make some damage.
Okay.
1, 2,
Well, here,
3.
oh, by the way, here's a cool thing, by the way. If you can, so remember, you can place as a detachment the Grand Battery now. So
Yeah.
if you can get Napoleon, Zio, and by the way,
Oh yeah.
and you can, by the way, you could place Napoleon on top of that cavalry unit. That's allowed. You can place them on a friendly unit.
Yeah, but I think placing it here is fine because then I have he's in range of this.
Oh, good. Then you can put the Grand Battery there,
and I can put the Grand Battery there
against both units.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I think that for the others, I'm pretty happy with where they are.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Because they opened the whole road to Nivelles, so I think that's fine.
Yeah. Now,
okay.
Of course, if you can find a way to get the guard somehow over there, those 2 battle stars are and the guard. So just so you know, you have more than half of your battle stars not doing anything.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just pointing out the obvious, but
just wondering. Actually, I have an idea.
Good, we're glad. So you go with your HQ placement?
No, I think I have an idea here.
Good.
I'm
getting creative now.
I think I might do this. Is this a bit? Is this radical?
No. Oh, you mean? So yeah, you could do that because he has a range of 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could attack that crossroads if you want.
Yeah.
But I would stay back. I mean, don't make the English fight you. Don't fight the English because once you get into Wellington and they have a lot of battle stars. The British corps, by the way, are almost 50% larger than the French ones. So there's a lot of fucking guys in those. Those are big units.
Yeah.
But
the thing I'm thinking about doing this is because I expect them to go down, and I want to be able to hold quatre bras against them. So it's not really for me to.
Well, no, there's another way to deal with that, but okay. See.
Oh, but I could have a detachment actually blocking them.
That's right. Remember we pulled the cavalry back. You could throw a detachment in there.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go back. Okay. Yeah. That's what
I have a question, Mark.
Yes, Joe.
Now that we're in the 17th, is there a rule in the game which accounts for the weather?
There's going to be weather, by the way. There is possibility of rain. Now, what rain does is if you leave a road, you automatically go into battle formation.
And then I'm done with my HQ. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. I don't think I'm going to fight the.
Joe, you're up now. You got to do your HQs now.
Right, time to HQ it up. I'm going to go in here, and we're going to go somewhat like...
Oh, Mark, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you know Rally the Troops, the websites where you can play games online? I don't know if they've added And the Abyss on there. There's Julius Caesar from Columbia Games. There is, let me think.
Well, so the bunch of good, cool games are on.
Yes, yeah, exactly, and it enforces the rule. You can play you don't need to install anything. You just go on a website and you can play there with anyone. It's really good for async and everything. You've never used it before, right? So the guy who manages this stuff was wondering if you would be interested in having either Gettysburg or Waterloo actually being on that platform.
So the answer is I'm all for it. You have to ask, but they need to talk to Roger.
Okay, yeah. But then I can put them in contact with Roger. Anyway, so if you're up for it, that's fine. And yeah, and then I guess you need some help to playtest the module because it's rule enforcing. So you cannot make rules mistake. Like it forces you to respect the rules in the implementation. So it just need some support for playtest and everything. And I'm happy to take part in it.
Yeah, that'd be great. No, listen, when I work for Roger, it's not a get rich scheme. So I want people to play the game. That's all.
Yeah, and that I think it's one of the best way to play the game. We recently added Red Flag Over Paris on it, and I think he gave me the stat, and there was in a couple of weeks 300 games that were played or something like this.
Yeah,
And it was like that's that. Okay,
and
cool.
you can see, and as you can see, this is not a complicated game.
No, definitely not. And I think with this implementation, it would be nice because you could visualize directly the command range and everything, like in here. It would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
My
But
HQs are
now you see how the strategy. But what's unlike a lot of other games, this HQ placement and detachment thing is a big piece of this game.
Yeah, I like it quite a lot. I like it quite a lot. Okay, so we're done with the HQ placement. So now it's going to be the detachment placement.
Yeah, so you want to put somebody up that road so that the British don't come rolling down.
I'm gonna start by placing the Grand Battle on Gérard.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's the first thing.
And puts it between two Prussian units, right?
Hmm?
And that puts it between two Prussian units? Oh no, just one. Oh, that's fine. Well, you can at least get the batter that guy once.
Yeah. So that's the first thing. Then I want to have boom, boom, boom. I could have the Old Guard detachment.
No, because the Old Guard detachment.
Oh no, it's the other one. I cannot do that. Yeah.
He's already put the Grand Battery on.
Yeah, I already put the Grand Battery in. The problem is that Lefebvre is here.
Yeah, but what you can do is put a detachment further up the road, and then pull that guy back if you want. That's recall that guy.
Yeah, but which
like
detachment?
Moving. Think of it like moving, only you're not moving.
Yeah. So who could I place instead? So I have Jacquinot that was there.
Yeah, but you have Ney there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you should have no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can get a guy there.
Yeah, I can put him in 2818, right?
Yeah,
just
totally.
here.
Yeah, because it's within 4 of Ney, and then later on you can recall or leave him in an echelon if you like. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think for now it's fine. 2818 because I don't want him to go on the side either. Is there another detachment that I want to place?
Yeah, so you've used, well, like I said, you could say that you put that guy using Grouchy because he's within 4 of Grouchy also. Guy.
Yeah, and I have another one.
So you can put one in Nivelle. Well, does he have anybody else coming out? He's got nobody else coming out through Nivelle, but you could put a detachment in Nivelle if you wanted to.
I was actually thinking about it. Put it in.
Same thing. Yeah, all good.
In Boller. Yeah,
fine.
Just here, and then I was thinking like now I'm blocking the whole thing here.
To block the whole thing, I would just shift him over one more to the west because then it blocks that other road.
You mean like this?
So, yeah, exactly. Because that road, now you're blocking that road that's coming down from the.
Oh, yeah, with orange here.
Yeah, so that blocks everything up.
But if I'm here, he still has to stop here anyway.
No, but if it comes down the other road, yes, you're right. If he's there.
Oh, but then the problem is that
now he can come around. No, he can come around that way now.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna
move up if you want. You can move one more up to the northeast. You can move him up one more that way still, and it would do the same thing.
Yeah, I could go here.
I can't see, but I think you did what I was suggesting.
No.
Yes,
because here I'm blocking the 3 roads.
Yeah, that I agree. That's where I was talking about. Yeah, that's a good. I think that's a better placement.
Okay, good. Then actually, this one I'm thinking about recalling.
No, wait. Remember something though. Wait, 1 second. Remember, the HQ sitting there isn't a detachment. That road between those 2 detachments is open.
Oh.
There's nobody there.
Oh yeah, that's actually that's open.
Yeah, that's an open road. I mean, just because there's a blue piece there, it's not a piece. So I would put that detachment there at that point, right to the west of the HQ, and at least you're covering your flank truly.
Yeah. But they can still go across through here.
No. Go. That's east. Go west. Go west.
Oh yeah. Just here. Okay, I see what you mean. So then I'm blocking this. Yeah.
Right, and then I would recall the one that's just down the road between Poitiers there
because he's not useful anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, and then pull him back. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
But then I think I'm good. No other detachments. I'm happy with that.
All right. So now it's over to you, Joe.
Yeah. And I have detachment here. Probably recall this.
Maybe place your detachments first and do the recall afterwards.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Good point. Which ones do I have available?
Oh, and for the people who are watching the stream now, if one of you can go on Discord and tell Tutor that Mark is okay for Ready the Troops implementation, and that I'll introduce him to Roger. Just drop him a message because I cannot go on Discord right now.
Which detachments do I have available because of?
So the detachments that you have available.
Remember, as long as they're within range of Blucher, within 6 of Blucher, it doesn't matter what every detachment's available to Blucher. It's only if you're trying to use a core one that's off the map that you'd have a problem.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Prussian detachment. So, like this one, this detachment here.
You cannot place this one, so this one is already on. This one is already on the map.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me delete duplicate unit. Yeah, so I probably won't place any then.
All right. So we're now to keep going, Fred. Go walk through the rest of this scenario.
Yeah. So now we're done with this. Now we need to reorganize the units. So organization phase. So this one can go back in advanced formation.
And that cavalry can go from back to fresh.
Yeah, I'm going to flip it. Vandam is also going to flip.
No, Vandam can't flip. Nope, he's within 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's within his UI. Okay, fair enough.
No, but the cavalry can go fresh again because he's far enough back.
Yeah. I've put him back on fresh, and everything else stays flipped.
Okay, yes, because they're all close.
Yeah, but Zieten
he flips over. Yes.
Yeah, Zieten flips over because he's outside of his UI.
Yep. Should be interesting.
Good. Interesting. So that's that. So that's it for the organization phase. And now I guess so. You have withdrawal. So I guess your cavalry could move away.
You can retreat if you want.
Yeah, he's going to do that. That's free spaces.
Right.
And when doing those free spaces, is there any problems with entering other units?
Oh wait, we had to roll for rain before all that. Can you roll for the weather?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna roll for the weather. I rolled a 5, and 5 is
no effect.
No effect.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we don't have rain. It hasn't rained yet. Okay. Yeah, you can retreat, but you can't enter a zone of control. You can go cross country. You can go 1-2 towards Napoleon and pull, but you got to head like away from whoever you're running away from. The command doesn't matter for retreat or pursuit.
I can go on to Napoleon here.
You can if you like. He's not there, but you can say hi if you like.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, Fred, you're not retreating, I assume.
No.
You sure?
So now that other guy, the Prussian corps that's stuck in the zone of control there, he can pull back. The one he's about to attack.
Him?
Yeah, he can pull back.
He could. He could.
Oh, he can retreat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to retreat.
But he's going to be in. But he's stuck in battle formation now. He's not running very fast anymore.
Yeah, he still retreats 3 though.
3.
Yeah.
They're running.
3.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The Grand Battery. He ran from the guns, Fred.
Yep. Actually, I'm thinking that maybe I should have put Napoleon in.
I know. I said that to you, didn't I?
Yeah, but I didn't expect him to retreat. But I forgot about that.
Fool, you fool, Fred.
You had
okay, so
see, that's why I said you had. You scared him.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna advance. So that's so now we're back into movement phase, right?
Yep, that's right. So go first. You can leave the Grand Battery behind if you want. That doesn't. You have to stay stacked.
I cannot move with it.
No, you can't move with it. No, it's stuck there. It'll come. You'll recall it next turn.
Okay, then I'm gonna advance here. Yeah, because I'm entering a ZOI, so I have to stop. Okay.
Right.
Back to you, Joe.
Is Blucher in battle formation? It's still. Blucher's still in battle formation, right?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Got it.
I'll do this. I'll move 1. Well, I can't move there.
No,
Actually.
you can't move. You got to move closer. Yeah. So you can move next to that guy and stop, and then you can, it's cavalry. He doesn't get stuck by infantry.
Yeah, it's true. I'll maybe do a movement up in with the Anglo Allies.
All right, there you go.
Wellington Corps reserves might move. Go 1, and then 2.
And
3.
you cross the river, so I think you're going to.
It had a road with it.
The road is okay.
Had a road with it, so it's fine. 3, 4.
But wait a minute.
Get there. How did he get there?
If he was
So that's
here,
the thing.
Or was he here? Sorry, he was here. Sorry, 1.
And you see, he's going from here to here, so he's not moving. He's not crossing the river with a road.
Yeah, hang on. I got it again. This is like.
I thought it was if you move into a stream hex and that hex doesn't have a road.
Entering a stream. You got to follow the road, but I can't see what. Let me just see. You got to follow the road, otherwise you're going to change formation. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while.
Yeah, because you moved from here to here, so you didn't follow the road. So
yeah.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I see. To this tile
As soon as you leave the road, you're running. This is all muddy ground. You're not going anywhere fast.
Okay. Yeah.
So you have to move this cavalry first.
Oh shit! I'm fucking up that. Yeah. Sure.
And you can move across. You can go across the detachment.
Yeah, the detachment doesn't stop you. That's that.
Okay. 1, 2, and then stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can attack that detachment subsequently if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's over to you, Fred. So you have to scurry very slowly after the Prussians, but they can't run very far because they're ones also. So.
Yeah.
If you advance that guy, you'll pin.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna pin him here.
Yep, there you go. Flip him over. So flip that core. The Prussian core flips.
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Back to you, Joe.
Let's keep focusing on the north here and move Wellington troop into 1, 2, 3. 4.
And then you go into battle formation.
Yeah, because you cross that stream, basically.
Okay.
I could put the cavalry in contact with him.
Yes, you could.
And
then later on, you can pull away.
Yeah. Oh, but I So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and get in contact.
But he won't be moving any time soon.
Nope. Back to you, Joe.
Just move his cavalry in here.
You
can move from one zuck to another.
He can do that, but he can do that. But yes, he's was he in the ZOI already? Yeah, so you could do that, and it pins your cavalry.
Yeah, stay in the ZOI of the detachment.
No, pull back. There's a zone of control. You're in a zone of control. You can't move.
He's fixed in a zone of control.
Oh, no. It's cavalry as a detachment. No, he can do it.
I can do it.
You just can't go from a zone of control to a zone of control. So you'd have to move out and then move back. You can't go from ZOC to ZOC.
So he cannot move from here to here.
But he can move back one. He can go. He can swing around somehow. Maybe, I don't know. It's getting a little crowded in there.
Yeah. I'll just stick like that then, and then we'll bring orange in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Here comes the guard. Yeah, nice.
Move Wellington here.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, you can do that. Oh no, you can't. That's cavalry. You can't.
No, you
it's
are.
cavalry.
Yeah, you're still in the zone of control. Yeah.
Sorry, I
However,
didn't see
I
it was
wouldn't
cavalry.
be afraid of this attack. Remember, you got a 2-star unit with a 2-star leader on the ground of your choice. I don't know that. You might
Yes,
not,
I'm gonna-
you might be okay with this attack. I would take that. I would
One.
take that defense.
So I keep moving orange. 1,
This is a dangerous attack. I will tell you that.
2, and then bring him into here. Here we go, Fred.
Fred,
Yeah.
this is one of those, the better part of valor. I would. So he can't do much. He can't attack you. You can pull away, and he's stuck up there. Just pull away and let him just. He can't do anything. Bring those 2 guys down and go kill the Prussians. And that you wipe the Prussian army off the board, then the British. You can turn about all everybody on the British. And he's crawling forward at with your detachments, just tie him up. He can't go. He can't do much.
Yeah, I guess I have time to keep on advancing with the one that I have already here, right?
Right, but you get the guard. You can bring one of those like that corps. Start to shift it back up, like a regular infantry corps up, just to kind of keep it on that flank, and bring the guard down to where Napoleon is. That's where you're going to get the leverage to wipe out those Prussians.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the fastest? 6.
Yeah,
No,
you
5.
gotta make sure you're getting closer because you're moving back behind your. I don't know where Grouchy is, but I think he's far away.
Grouchy is here.
Yeah, but you got to be moving. Just make sure you're moving closer to Napoleon. That's the main part.
Napoleon. Wait a minute. Let me activate him.
Yeah, I think that the Napoleon's placement was unfortunate. Napoleon's underneath that cavalry unit. That's why you can't see him.
Oh yeah, he's here.
Yeah, so you could bring the guard. Yeah, so the guard could swing up that road towards Napoleon, the main road towards Napoleon, legally.
So I can go. Wait a minute.
Where was he originally?
So he was originally.
There's Nays. Yeah.
Here.
So, and put on Nays thing. Okay, so you could have moved over. There's no streams there. You could go. No, that is a ZO. Yeah, you go straight across. You can crawl across the ZOI, get back on the road, and then zoom towards Napoleon.
So like this.
That's not legal. Yeah, that's legal.
Yeah,
Right.
that's legal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's legal. Now, then you could go down and up the road towards Napoleon. You could swing through Quatre Bras because you're within range of other leaders, and then keep going. You're still within range of somebody. It's a little legal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. So that works. Yeah, I'm walking around the
and then bring that core that's whatever that core that's sitting on that road between Napoleon and him, and swing him back to replace the car just to block the road up.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But I think I'm. Then that's my move. You can go, Joe.
Okie doke.
Yeah. So Joe's got himself tied in knots because of these detachments in the cavalry. You got to unstick this thing.
Okay. This guy here.
So if you say here, I don't know where it is. You need to tell me.
Forget we're not on TTS.
So are you moving? Which one are you moving?
I moved him already. He was here.
Oh, Hill over there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, sorry, not Hill. Sorry, I thought I switched to your view when I pinged. Boulogne.
Ah, okay.
My Prussian HQ.
Okay. So then I'm gonna move this guy here. So the battery is gonna stay here. This one is gonna move in. Back to you.
And now I'll move Hill. Hill will move, getting closer to Wellington.
This will be a problem. He might have. He's going to be slowed down.
Yeah, he's going to get real slow, real quick.
Yeah, effectively, he's not getting in the range.
Yeah.
So this is the problem when people see the British can't do much in battle mode if the French don't decide to play with them. See, that's what that's the mistake, or that at least that's the thing that a lot of people have commented on. But that's what happens when you just stay away.
I guess he just flips.
Well, then he goes
like
to 8, but then he loses the 2 battle stars. That's what everybody doesn't want to lose. You see, gamers don't like to give up anything.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
My go. He's gonna go in contact here.
Yeah, there you go. That's the move. And then you bring the cavalry up. You get that.
Yep.
The guard there, and then shit's gonna happen.
That's the plan. Back to you.
I pass.
You pass. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 units that are not in zones of control.
Oh wait, actually, sorry, I forgot about this cavalry here on your Napoleon HQ. Can I move him?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he'll move.
He's got to move closer to Blucher, remember?
Yeah. So I guess he moves here. That's the immediate.
Let's see. Well, he's right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So as long as each hex he's moving 4, 3, 2, 1 is okay. That's good.
Yep.
Then I can't go anywhere from there.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere from there.
No.
Is it closer to Blucher or closer to Blucher's kind of?
No, it's closer to Blucher overall. So, but you moved 1 hex closer to him, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to me.
Yep.
So the cavalry comes here. And back to you. Do you pass this time?
Yeah, pass.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 units out of zone of control.
Yeah, and I would just get the guard cavalry out of that zone of control just so they can't attack you.
Yeah, so that's 6. And I'm going to move down 4 bras.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's 1.
Well, no, why can't you bring him into the battle? I mean, get him down.
Yeah, actually, I could do that. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
well, remember,
7,
after the first, well, don't get excited. The first space you move, oh no, it's infantry. It's not cavalry there.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I have, wait a minute, I have 6 moves. I think I need to move Ray out of the road. So 1, 2. Oh, but he's still on the road.
Yeah, well, leave him where he was. You can go around him. There's a road that goes around him.
Oh, yeah, that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There you go.
So that's move 1 and move 2. Should I maybe go adjacent to that cavalry, or I don't care about that cavalry?
Only if you want to kill it.
I kind of want to kill it.
Well, yeah, if you get the cavalry there, he can't, then he's, you can attack him with your cavalry on his cavalry.
Yeah, then I'm going to do that. So 1, 2, 3. I have to stop because of the ZOI.
Now the ZOI matters because it's cavalry. That's a move. Then you get another move.
Yeah, so that's my...
And of course, you get Napoleon's battle rating also, of course.
Yeah, so that's 3rd move. I have 3 more moves.
Yep.
Now I can move the guard.
Move Real up to Quatre Bras first.
Where is he?
Real, isn't that Real?
Ray, yeah, Ray is here.
Yeah, so move him up to Quatre Bras.
Yeah, but he can only move 2.
Oh, he can only 1. You don't. A guy in battle formation cannot use road movement. So yeah,
okay.
Just then move the guard, like you did the cavalry. Just get the guard around.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I could move Ray just 1 here and then move the...
Yeah, that's right. That's a good move too.
So that's 1, I guess.
Yeah, that's as far as you can go.
Yeah, and I cannot go the other way around. So 1.
Yeah,
and then I have 2 more moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I can move another...
2 more moves with him. You can get the guard into the cavalry unit.
No, I have only 1 more move, unfortunately.
Oh, so I would whatever you do, get somebody else into a battle.
I cannot get somebody else into a battle.
I disagree. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, I agree.
But the thing that I can do though is, oh no, yeah, because there is the ZOI of that thing.
Yeah,
that's a problem. Because I was thinking about moving around it, but as soon as I get here,
yeah, you need one more move, which you don't have.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I cannot do it. Yeah, I cannot do it. But maybe then I could still get it closer, just in case.
Yeah, get him up there
and go here.
Okay.
Puts me in a better position. Or I could put Derlon back on the road.
You could do that, sure.
Yeah, that's probably for.
Well, actually, what I would do is make sure you don't get him closer. In other words, don't put him there. He's in a one space. Put him back because you want him back in battle formation. He's getting too close. He won't be able to flip back.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point.
So
but then I get
down, but the guard doesn't flip. It just stops there, and that's fine.
Yeah, it would just stop here, so that's probably for the best. Yeah, sounds good.
All right,
okay,
combat. First one's French. Where's your big attack going to be, Fred?
Well, I'm the only one who can do an attack, so
no, you can do attack back. You can always attack you.
I think I'm gonna take care of his cavalry first.
All right. Well, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a differential of 3.
Well, let's see. You got one. You're gonna charge, and you get one for the. You got one core. Is that now? If you could turn off the.
Yeah.
I can't see which side things are on with that red over everything. Good. Yeah. So you got a +2, +3, plus. You got a +4 to his nothing, right?
Yeah, +4 to his nothing.
Yeah. Because he's outside of range of Blucher. Okay, roll.
Yeah. So that's a 7 to 1. So that's a 6. So
I think you got him.
Yeah, he's eliminated. Yeah.
Yep. Finally.
That's that. I move in.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's good because I'm happy to.
But you have to exhaust yourself.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna flip it, and then my second attack.
No. Let's stop. Now the Prussians have a chance. You want to pass or attack, Joe?
Attack.
Okay.
Oh,
go for it.
We're going to attack. Let me just check. Yeah. That guy's going to do that one. Attack. Steven Gerrard.
Okay. So he gets. It's on his side of the equation. It's a +2.
Yeah.
You've got what?
He's got +2 also.
I've got because I got Blucher, right?
Yeah, and the cavalry support is not for the defender.
Well, no.
Oh yeah, actually, I do.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah. So I have +3 to his +2.
Yeah. Is that because of this one? Sorry, this one.
No. It's because no. I don't have this for that. I only have this for this.
I got you.
Okay. All right. Roll the dice. So the first die roll is British.
So
3. I got a 3.
You have so that's a 4. That's a 5 overall.
Yep.
And I have a 1 + 3, so that's 4. So that's 1 difference.
You have to retreat.
Yeah, I have to retreat, and I guess I would retreat here.
1. You got to go back 3.
Oh, wait a minute. 2, and I'm gonna go back with the battery.
No, you can't do that because you have to always go further away, and you're not doing that.
1, 2. Oh yeah, I would have to move here for it to work. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fair enough.
And
he's back.
No, he can't advance because he's in a zone of control.
So that's back to me.
Yep.
So then Vandam is gonna attack. So I have 1, 2.
And he's got 3, right?
He's
1
got
for the star, 1 for the chateau, and 1 for Blucher.
Oh yeah, and I don't have the cavalry anymore.
Nope, the cavalry's exhausted.
Is it worth it?
I think it's worth it.
It's not worth it.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
Then
Too bad. But I
Okay.
think that's Then I will, there is nothing else I can do, so I will pass. And now it's back to you. You want to roll the dice?
Rolls a die. Roll a die for him.
No. So that's
1.
you have one attack.
You have 1 attack if you want it.
That's all I wanted to do. We'll attack Vandal.
Okay. So this is again a. Now
2
this
to
one
1.
is +2 to no, it's +2 to +2, isn't it?
Yeah, +2 +
Oh,
2
yeah,
+ 2 because my cavalry is exhausted.
And
Yeah.
both within range of your leader in battle
Yeah.
mode, and you both have a star, I think. Isn't that what I'm looking
Yeah,
at?
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll the dice. It's a straight up die roll.
A 1. Oh,
That's
you-
still-
No.
oh
The
yeah,
one-
that's a
the
4.
one was
yeah,
for-
the one
yeah.
for the number of fights.
Yeah.
And I have a 2, so that's a difference of 2. So that means I have to retreat.
Wait. Who had? Oh, he had a higher die roll. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a 4.
So I can go here.
You got to go back 3. Go,
Oh yeah, wait a minute. 1.
Go straight up.
2 and 3.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be blown if you couldn't retreat.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. And wait. And Joe has to advance.
Yep.
All right. And he's out of the town. Okay. There you are. That's the end of the turn.
Yep. And that's going to be the end of the stream because we were way past the 2-hour timeline. But we played how many turns? 3 turns, right?
Yep.
We're almost done with the game, by the way. So,
Yeah, we're halfway through. So we will have 17 p.m.
right now the score is 3 French to 0 Allies.
Yep.
And how do you count that?
Well,
It's
if you go to victory conditions, each eliminated corps scores 3 VP for the opponent. The French Imperial Guard and Cavalry Corps are 5 each instead of 3. Each eliminated unit counts as victory points for your opponent. The French Old Guard and Grand Battery detachments score 2 VPs instead of 1 VP for the coalition that's eliminated. At the end of the last turn, if the French can trace a path free of, well, we haven't gotten that far. And the way that, by the way, just for the streamers, there are a lot of people who are not my fans, don't like. So at the end of the last turn, if the French can trace a path free of coalition units on or ZOCs from one end of the board to the, to Hal near Waterloo or Wavre, the French get 5 VP. So they go, well, and they keep thinking like it's World War II. So like I can have my zone of controls. I can't block it. It's impossible. You have to just put the detachment in Hal or Wavre.
Yeah.
Block it. That was intentional. But, everybody gets all upset because they couldn't block it from the other end of the map, which they never could do anyway. Anyway, I just point that out for those who get confused by that. So what did you guys think? Good?
Yeah. So I played Gettysburg before, and I like the
more game than this even.
Yeah, and that's what I would say. Like when I played Gettysburg, it felt really easy, and this one feels like even if the rules are pretty simple, like the level of decision is actually pretty complex compared to Gettysburg.
That's what I was going for.
And it's very, very interesting. The thing that I would say is that I hate to play it on Vassal. I think it's really painful. I really want to play it physically.
Oh, I can't help that.
Yeah,
we can play it this weekend. We can play it this weekend.
We can play it, this weekend. That would be awesome to play it
But
physically.
you see, it's the same exact rules as Gettysburg. The only difference between this and Gettysburg is the HQs have a battle mode.
Yeah.
And the detachments, there is a detachment in Gettysburg, but it's only the burdened sharpshooters. The detachment rule is expanded. That's it. That's the only difference between the two games.
Yeah, but the implication is actually quite big because then the influence of the detachment is actually pretty high. And as soon as it rains, I guess it's even more important because it almost becomes a point-to-point map in a way. And it's really, really interesting. I really like the system. I would be curious to see what you do with other Napoleonic campaigns. Actually, I think it could be a pretty exciting system.
It's really good. I have to say, I'm really liking how it plays in Rebel Fury because Rebel Fury, which is basically done, is really it's the same game as this basically. Only it's Rebs and Union guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I'm not typically playing games like this, like Hex games, but there's a lot of rules in it that I really like, and I really like how it handles logistics and movement because I think, like you've already kind of talked about, it isn't just about what happens in the fights, it's what happens to the point where you get to the fights. That's important, and I think how the game handles that is what appeals to me the most. So those rules that revolve around that is something I'd be super excited to see in other games as well, on independent of the battle.
Yeah, and just to get it strategically, the French were able to separate the two armies, and he had another whole turn of the entire French army versus 2 Prussian corps. I'm assuming that he could have gotten around you with Napoleon would have to go get out of battle mode.
Yeah.
But with the guard and the cavalry, you get the scores from those guys.
And I think the way the detachment works really well there as well, because if you look at the board state, how it is now for us is you think, oh, the Anglo allies are just going to come and cut off, from behind for the French. But actually, no, because of the way detachments work, you can have that. That's why the rule's there, like you already said. It stops getting flanked and it stops this, that, and the other. So it's, the way it handles time and logistics is really, really cool. Because otherwise, in a game that's doesn't have that, then it's much more difficult for the French to have to juggle the Prussians and the Anglo allies.
And the key move for you, Fred, would be you would just put a detachment on Quatre Bras, and basically because of the rule, Wellington can't be pushed forward at all.
Yeah,
and that keeps the British from you in battle mode crawling forward. Just one little detachment stops all that.
Yeah, because I had the one that was here, I think, before that I could place here now.
Yeah.
I would recall this one to use it somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's management of that cavalry screen, which is very Napoleonic, obviously.
And then once this is done, during that move, actually, I can move around him and block him, and then I can move him and squash him with the...
Just flip Napoleon over to his non-battle mode side.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it gives me...
now the whole French army just envelops...
Yeah.
And by the way, you push him in against that river. You can't cross that river, but you can't retreat across that river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be the end of this
I think the Prussians would find something deep inside them, and they would win. I believe.
Well, the key part is also remember the way the blown rule works is you've got 2 corps coming back, not this coming turn, but the one after, right? But anybody destroyed in this turn doesn't come back to the idea is that you just keep the game. And anybody who's killed on the morning of the 18th, if they're blown, it's eliminated because they can't come back.
Yeah, they won't come back. Yeah. But yeah. But the thing is that I don't want to blow them. I want them dead because I want the victory points.
Well, yeah, but here's the other thing. If you can ever get 3 units off, so you can never bring back more than 2 blown units in a turn. So if you have 3 blown units coming back the same turn, one of them is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to drive the casualties up over 2 to get that real permanent loss also. There's another way to eliminate people is get more, really hit them hard.
And that motivates you to also to do more fights in a turn, because then you're more likely to have that opportunity arise. So that's another good example of we're just mashing guys together and we're fighting, and rather than like you say, there's no posturing. It's more, And
again, it's unlike a lot of war games where you only get to attack once, it's wave assault. I hit you again. Eventually either I fail, my battle falls apart, or I start to knock you around.
And that's what happened in Waterloo, right, as well. They sent he kept sending stuff up the right side, and it kept going, and they just tried to walk up the hill, So it's true, like I say, it's true to that Napoleonic theme.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun walking you through it, but you guys know how to play it now. There's nothing more that we covered all the rules. There's nothing.
Yeah, we covered all of it. Thanks a lot, Mark, for taking the time on this special day. And I guess that Joe and I will play it again, but in person this time, because that would be a lot nicer, I would say. Yeah. And the components and everything are really great too. So I would be really looking forward to playing physically. So it was awesome. Thanks a lot, Mark. Have a great rest of the day. Once again, happy Father's Day. And to everyone still watching, thanks for
Well, for me
watching.
now, it's happy Father's Day and happy Grandfather's Day. So,
Yeah, that's true. And everyone says, so you need and some people complain at the beginning of the stream, you need to have a hat next time, Mark. Okay. But I guess that in September, you come back for Rebel Fury. That's the plan?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, great. But then we'll schedule that for September. And thanks to the 2 of you. Have a great evening and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.